Welcome to the Explore Analytics video on our IT incident management application. This is our brand new application of pre-built reports around incident management, and we're going to walk through today how Explore Analytics provides you with some pre-built reports that'll get you to the next level with your incident management process. Before we get into the application itself, just a little bit on the types of reports that are part of the application. So with Explore Analytics, we have the capability to do both some self-service ad hoc reports as well as real-time operational dashboards. And those dashboards can also have KPIs and standard metrics that trend over time. So an example of a real-time operational dashboard is showing you what's the current age of incidents, whereas a KPI and standard metrics might be how has the average age of incidents changed last month to this month, so you can track month over month or quarter over quarter. So the IT Incident Management app is one of our pre-built library of reports, and it's bringing together these real-time operational dashboards and these KPIs, all built using Explore Analytics' solution that provides that kind of drag and drop and seamless built reports against ServiceNow and other sources of data. The goal of these dashboards is to really drive user behavior. So all of the dashboards within the incident management application are designed around changing the behaviors of the people who are working from day to day so that you can really drive those incidents towards resolution. So for example, if you want to reduce the amount of time that incidents sit open, using aging reports to drive the users who are actually working day to day so that they can see their work based on how long it's been open, or even across processes. So here you have the age of the open incidents, less than a day or 1 to 7 days, and all of the work sorted by age. This is incredibly impactful. We had one customer, a global beverages company, that was deployed within an hour using Explore Analytics, and by having those real-time reports that are focused around things like aging, they had a 30% improvement in those KPIs because the real-time dashboards support those KPIs by driving the behavior in the directions of those processes you want to improve. So the goal is to really align the dashboards of how individuals are working with the executive goals and how you want to improve your incident management process. And all of this is built using Explore Analytics, which is a self-service reporting solution. So even though we've pre-built this pack of reports, you want to be able to configure that and draw it to your needs without manual work, without copying, without writing code or administrative changes, something that a business analyst could improve. So with that, we're going to take a look at the Explore Analytic incident management application ourselves. So we'll start first with the manager's incident dashboard. So this is from a manager or an executive view that wants to be able to really look at this information from a high level and even get from there to a granular level. So in my instance of ServiceNow, this is an Explore Analytics dashboard that's seamlessly embedded. When I log into ServiceNow and view this dashboard, it automatically logs me into Explore Analytics. So from a user's perspective, I have a really seamless experience. And here I'm looking at this dashboard of what's going on today. So I have some scorecards that are showing me the current status of trends on open, resolved, and backlog, as well as some high level of some current activity. So I know that there are 2 current outages going on and 8 that happened within the last 48 hours. So immediately I have some context when I'm seeing things like breached incidents or seeing where we are in terms of the backlog to say, okay, we have some current outages going on, and that might be why we're seeing in North America this cluster of incidents here. I can also see how the work is doing in terms of age, being able to see how many incidents have been sitting open all up to a week, and be able to get a sense of that, and be able to also look at rolling up to upstream business services. So right now there's 2 incidents that are impacting upstream business services, and I can see kind of the last 5 days how the trends have been changing. And we're using some coloring rules to be able to attract my attention to where were the incidents decreased, when were they increased, and be able to really see those things in a quick way. Now, once I'm looking at this dashboard, I have here a bunch of granular slicers that allow me very easily to dive within this. So I could say, well, show me just the critical and high on these dashboards, and now all of the reports are going to filter down like that and show me just the ones that are new or active. So just a couple of clicks, I've gone from that very high level to being able to see that information at a deeper level, and I can see just the three critical and high between 1 to 7 day old incidents that fall that are also new or active, and I can drill through to view details, and it's going to take me to that list, and then I can open up the incident to be able to see the actual details of the incident and take action on that. You're going to see that over and over throughout the Explore Analytics incident management application, that I can go from the broad down to the specific, down to the detail, and take action. So now once I return back to these dashboards, I can now take a look at things like the trends. This trend tab, on the other hand, focuses more on those kind of KPI long-term trends. So here we can get at a quick glance a really great idea of how we're doing as an organization. I can see key performance indicators like the number of time incidents have been reopened and reassigned, the percent of total calls that are resolved on the first call, and the time to resolve. Here, throughout our applications, we actually use medians rather than averages so that we're focused on a measure that isn't hugely disrupted by, big outliers. Averages, if you have one incident that comes in, 3 times or 4 times as long to resolve, it can really change an average. So on our dashboards, we use medians as a more reliable and less noisy measure. In addition to that, these KPIs, we also have some trend scorecards. So here we can see the opened, resolved, and backlogs as a trend, and here we can actually see it normalized. So this is actually per number of employee that we have at our organization, how many incidents are being opened or closed. That way, if we have a big expansion, or if we, take on some new employees or lay off some employees, we get a sense of what's our consumption of our IT time normalized to that. That way we can really see whether it has to do with the amount of tickets that are being opened rather than just the fact that we have more people filing incidents. And then, in addition to those scorecards, we also have this trend here. And here, in addition to drilling through to the list, we can even drill down to looking at the report at a more granular level. So I drilled down from, the month down to the weeks, and then I could drive from that into individual days or down to the details. So again, keeping up that theme of being able to go from the broad down to the specific, and then being able to take action based on those specifics. So here, being able to see the median scorecards, and in this case also when I drill down, I can see the 25th and other percentile distributions. The final tab that's available for this manager is being able to do some deeper level analysis. So here we have some reports that allow me to dig a little bit deeper into the data. So for example, looking at things like breaking it down part by country on this map, or being able to look at the upstream business services and see, almost 10% of our incidents all are related to the e-commerce platform. So if we improve reliability or tackle whatever the issues are with the e-commerce platform, we can make a big impact on our numbers. Similarly, being able to look at things like the average time with assignment groups, or how much are being, how many of the incidents are being brought in self-service, by different types. So we can see that we're getting a lot more walk-in with hardware, which makes sense because people maybe want to bring the physical device. All these trends that we can see deep down and get at that level of information. Here, using Explore Analytics mashups, we're able to bring across multiple different processes. So, one thing I can see immediately is that we're not getting a lot of adoption of service requests. Most of our volume is coming in through incidents, so I might want to look into why we did have low adoption of the service catalog. And the other is that, we can see that the knowledge use is about the same, right? So maybe if we increase the use of the knowledge, we can decrease the number of incidents that are coming in here. And with all of this, not only do I have that capability to use the slicers, not only can I drill down, but I also have a lot of capabilities using these chart settings to really configure this to how I like to view things. So for example, I can remove that other bar and look at just those particular groups. I can put on the value labels if I want to very easily see where those medians are for each group. I could say actually just show me the top 10. So users have a lot of capability to see things the way that they want to see them, rather than having to have multiple reports built for how different stakeholders like to see those reports. So all of this is at the fingertips of the manager. We also have, as part of the IT incident management application, the work dashboard. So this is for the people who are actually working day to day, a dashboard that's really going to drive their behavior to support the processes that we saw in the first dashboard. So again, we have the same slicers that allow the users to slice and dice, and we're showing them where we are on KPIs, so that they also are aware of what's going on. They know that they're, what the recent outages and current outages are that are going on, but also being able to take a look at their work in an easy way. So here I have all of the tasks that are assigned to me grouped by how long they've been sitting open. So I can see these are the tasks that are assigned to me that are over 3 days old. Now, some of them, maybe that makes a little bit more sense, but if I wanted to see, hey, look, I think incidents and security incidents that I have that over 3 days, that's where I need to start my work. I can pull open that list of incidents and again, click through to take action. That's how we saw that organization that had that 30% reduction in stale tasks, because we're driving people to work in the way that supports the KPIs. If they're looking at their work in terms of what's the oldest and tackling that first, they're going to reduce the amount of time that those tasks stay open, rather than focusing on these 6 incidents that are less than 3 days old. And again, I can also see that from a task breakdown. Here it's broken down by priority, so I can see, which are the tasks that are high priority and also have been sitting open for more than 30 days. So again, this is the real power of Explore Analytics, bringing together those real-time operational dashboards with some KPIs and standard metrics, all pre-built for you around ServiceNow incident management, that allow you in a real-time way tackle and improve those KPIs in one seamless set of dashboards for your users.